But let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. I said to you, every year they come with the same story.
I was president of the Senate, and for all the time I was president of the Senate, my job was to sit down and direct the debate. So you put your hand up, I recognize you. I'm telling you, one day, Mr. Weir never put your hand up.
Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you will be sleeping. So how you see my hand? Mr. President, you will not be. You will not be. Now you see my hand.
I use the opportunity of the call to tell Ambassador Walker very firmly that I, Henry Pedro Costa, would not continue to support him if he picked Jeremiah Konah as his running mate. Because I believe Jeremiah Konah stands for nothing and has spent all his years in the House and in the Liberian Senate busy enriching himself, voting for every bad deal that came before him, and never once stood up for the Liberian people's interests.
If you are awarding contract to a company and you know the background of that company, you get big government official behind it, and you award a contract, and they are failing to perform on the contract, then you scared to go about it. What did you award a contract? For them, New Millennium is one of the construction companies that got contract with over $1 million. It's connected to Representative Edward Katia and Representative Thomas Farah. Why are we afraid to call the names? Desire with Dave Kume, Phyllis Ifaye, Thomas Farah behind.
So can I say no to push? We can't do push again. Liberia is now the center of drugs in this country. In West Africa, Liberia is the center of drugs. Liberia is the place where they can arrest 100 million drugs and nobody is in jail. It means somebody beats it somewhere know about it. If you didn't know about it, people will be in jail, right? So
why are you rescuing? You spent 12 years. You rescued nothing. That was the country on the red path. Is he want rescue? No, man, no. Young people, you know, I want to say to all of you, congratulations. You went to register to vote. And that is the right thing you did. We must applaud you for that. This is your era. This is your time. This is your century. What are they rescuing? Rescue one, he spent 60 years in government. He has not rescued his own house. Who will you rescue? Right? 60 years in government. I spent 9 years in government. I have rescued you. said to you, every year they come with the same story.
I was president of the Senate, and for all the time I'm president of the Senate, my job was to sit down and direct the debate. So you put your hand up, I recognize you. I'm telling you, one day this and we are never going here.
Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you will be sleeping. So why you see my hand? Mr. Pesala, you not me. You not me. Now you see my hand.
I use the opportunity of the call to tell Ambassador Barker very firmly that I, Henry Federal, would not continue to support him if he picked Jeremiah Poon as his running mate. Because I believe Jeremiah Poon stands for nothing and has spent all the years in the House and in the Liberian Senate basically enriching himself, voting for every bad deal that came before him, and never once stood up for the Liberian people's interests.
If you are awarding contract to a company and you know the background of that company, they get big government official behind it.
Okay, let me welcome you. Let me say welcome, wherever you are, however you are watching us. Let us say welcome to West Coast TV Liberia. West Coast TV Liberia is the online platform of the Best Communications Incorporated. We are coming to you live from our central studio in Pinsville, situated outside the nation's capital, Monrovia. My name is Ambassador Konah Rufus. Again, today, I'm here. It has been a wonderful time. So wherever you are, however you are watching us, I want to say to you, welcome to today's edition of the program, The Hard Talk. The Hard Talk is a 1 hour, 30 minutes program that comes to you every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. So, like usually I always say, right? Just want you to help us to share the live video and tell us where you are watching us from. Those of you watching us on Facebook, those of you watching us on our Twitch account, and those of you watching us on YouTube, you can help us to share the live video and also tell us where you are watching this live video from. We want to recognize you. We want to know all those people that are watching us. We want to be acquainted with our followers and our viewers. So just tell us where you are watching us from, right? So the man Kekula Bobo, right? He said, keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Help us to share the live video. Just help us to share the live video. So lots of things have been happening. And as you may be aware, today the President of the Republic of Liberia is expected to dedicate the PHP Park, right? The newly constructed park that is being constructed at PHP, right? The president is expected to dedicate it today, and also today, former Vice President Joseph Newman Barker is expected to leave the country today. So lots of things have been happening. But before we go to our discussion and talk about other issues across the country, let me play this music, right? I thought to do this, right? I thought to do this to entertain us a bit, right? Let me play it. I'm watching from 1 UN House Fresh Street. Thank you, brother. Help us to share the live video. Jefferson G, we are thanks for joining us and help us to share the live video. So let me play this music.
Oh, Satan power. Yes, we're the Kunimo. Oh, Satan power. Zion Kunimo. See, I'm an overcomer. I say, yes, we're the Kunimo.
good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I just thought to do that. Sometimes when we come on the show, we have to actually spice the show out with some entertainment so that our followers out there, you guys will be entertained a bit before we can not just come, just talk politics, talk other issues, and just do something. We thought it was to play some music to I know spice the entire program. So let me go for this very short break. We're having some technical problem. We'll come back, then we will continue our discussion.
They're giving the candidate there go to where because they can sleep. Go! But let me say something to you. Hold on, let me say something to you. I said to you, every year they come with the same story.
I was president of the Senate, and for all the time I was president of the Senate, my job was to sit down and direct the debate. So you put your hand up, I recognize you. I'm telling you, one day, Mr. We have never put a hand up.
Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you will be sleeping. So how you see my hand? Mr. President, you not be. Now you see my hand.
I use the opportunity of the call to tell Ambassador Boakai very firmly that I, Henry Pedro Costa.
Okay, so welcome back, wherever you are, however you are joining us. Thanks a lot. Yeah, for rejoining us, right? Thanks a lot for rejoining us. So like I said, lots of things have been happening. Yesterday we were here. We talked on series of national issues. Okay, I think that's series of national issues. And today again we are here. You may be aware, the standard bearer of the All Liberian Party, right? The standard bearer of the All Liberian Party. He pulled out yesterday. The AFP were certificating their candidate. So all those people that are running on their party ticket, and the standard bearer had the opportunity to release a speech yesterday, right? And this is what he said. Let me play it so you yourself you can listen to it. Let me expand it a bit.
And we do not no longer support Unity Party. And the reason why is because of how they treated us. Almost four of our candidates, they took them away from us. And the fact that they're from the same tribe and the same county, they took them away from us. They use tribal pressure to force these people to leave our party. People we worked with for 6 years were bad enough to go and try to destroy us as a party. But we let them know during this election that we are a force to reckon with. We spend our time, our energy, our resources on you for 6 years. And 1 or 2 legislative seats, you fight us. You take it away. You take away our candidates that we have nurtured and made strong over the years. You take tribal thing and you put it behind them and force them to join your party. I want the world to know that we're not stupid. And we'll never be used that way again. You know, there's a common saying is on Christmas Eve, how did it go? You know how the Christmas will be. God It's a wonderful God. He showed us these people. Now, if we have gone through this election and they would have treated us like dogs, then they all were Facebook, propagating all kinds of lies. The last one was that we were at Konah Hotel meeting with government officials, changing Melanie, better Nigeria in Liberia. We sit to Konah Hotel and people will bring their money to him. When I can go to Georgia any hour and tell them to go tell him out there, he will come. If I call him and tell him Mr. President can't see me at home, he will come. He will come. That's my younger brother. I gotta go to Konah Hotel. If we decide, if you decide, you don't go back to the Unity Party, I'm not going, you can go. But anywhere else, the party decide we're going and we're going there with force.
So, folks, you listen to the standard bearer of the All Liberian Party, Mr. Bernard Ure. You listen to him. According to him, they cannot support the Unity Party. They cannot support the Unity Party. Where we are going on, please tell us where you are watching us from. Please tell us where you are watching. We want to recognize you. We have already recognized Jefferson G. Weir and Kekula Bobo. So just tell us where you are watching us from. Those of you watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on our Twitch account, just tell us where you are watching us from. So he, according to him, they cannot support the Unity Party. In the audio, he said, because the Unity Party used them. They were used. And he said they cannot allow themselves to be used again. He said if the party will agree to support any other political party, he is willing that they will go and support the party. But when it comes to the Unity Party, according to him, there's no way. When the party want to go back to the Unity Party, he will allow them to go. But he, Bernard Ure, cannot see himself supporting the Unity Party again in these elections. That's what the standard bearer of the All Liberian Party, Mr. Bernard Ure, that's what he said. And he also made mention of the media report, right? He made mention of media report where, according to Front Page Africa, he met with CDC officials, Andrew Kaba. He said, I'm watching from the EW Junction. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for joining us. All of you can do the same. Andrew Kaba, thanks for joining us. Just help us to share the live video. Daros Bobo Boto. You see, have everyone. Okay, my brother. Thanks for talking, everyone. Thanks for talking, everyone. Now, according to him, if he want to meet with the President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. George Manneh Weah, he's going to walk to a horse, tell the security, hey, I came to the President. And definitely the President will come to him. He described the President as his little brother. So mind you, I want us to be very careful, right? He did not say they are not going to the CDC, but he said he didn't have meeting in Boulevard Hotel. Brandon Andrew, he said, I'm watching from EW Junction. Thank you, my brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Brandon Andrew. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us. Continue to help us to share the live video so others will continuously join us. He did not say his party or he cannot support the CDC, but rather he said he did not meet with official of CDC in Boulevard Hotel. So he leave the room open, right? He leave the probability of he supporting the CDC. He left the probability of the ALP and he Ben-Uri supporting the CDC. But one party, he said that he cannot support. He Ben-Uri. He said he cannot support the Unity Party. And he said they are going to teach Unity Party a lesson. This is a very strong statement from the standard bearer of the All-Liberian Party, Ben-Uri. So Front Page Africa said he met with CDC. This guy said, hey, we did not meet. He said, but if I want to meet George Weah, I will go to George Weah, and definitely George Weah will come outside for us to meet. I cannot go there to request for money. So folks, what's your thought? What's your thought? For me, I'm seeing the ALP going to the CDC. I am seeing the ALP going to the CDC. Henry Costa came out the last time, right? He scored on OKFM. He said Henry Petro Costa cannot support the CDC and he will never support the CDC. But his tenor bearer is saying something on the contrary. His tenor bearer said he have not met with officials of the CDC. But if the party he's willing to support the CDC fully. But when it comes to the Unity Party, what's your thought? For me, I'm seeing the All-Liberian Party going back to the CDC. There have been speculations that Ben-Uri was a planted agent in the opposition. It was speculated all around here. Is that the truth? Is it a reality? Is it what we are going to see in these elections? What people have been speculating that Ben-Uri will definitely go back to the CDC. Is it what we are about to see? He have already ruled out the probability of the ALP supporting the Unity Party. He have already ruled that out. And for some of us, Henry Costa said he cannot support the CDC, but Henry Costa cannot be trusted. Henry Costa cannot be trusted. So now his standard bearer is coming out to say such a thing. Definitely, it is possible that he must succumb to his standard bearer. It is possible that he might succumb. Calling me, stop calling me, stop calling me. It's possible, right? That you go back to the CDC. The probability of them going back to the all about the CPP headed by Mr. Alexander Kumi after taking Alexander Kumi to court. Folks, see this for yourself. You think Ben-Uri, after dragging Mr. Alexander Kumi to court, right? You will go back to Mr. Alexander Kumi to support Mr. Alexander Kumi? Not true. I'm not seeing that probability. So the only one major political party that I see the ALP and Mr. Ben-Uri going to is the CDC. They do not want to come clear yet. They stay in our Liberia where we say BB run the bush. They are still beating around the bush. It is clear in my political side, it is clear that the ALP is going to join the CDC in these elections. because he said it clear. And he said he cannot go back to the United Party. Now, then we look at the ALP. After dragging the CPP, rather, after dragging the CPP to court, can he go back to Mr. Cummings? After saying this guy is a criminal, he forged the then CPP document. Right? You think this man is able to go back to the CPP to support the CPP? The probability is very much high. Samson Yena, he said, I'm watching from Liberia, Monrovia, Cinco. Thank you, my brother Samson. Please help us to share the live video. Folks, so the ALP and Mr. Benayoun should be very much clear, and they should come out to tell we the Liberians, right, that they are going to the CDC. They are going to support the CDC. Why can we be around the bush for? He already make it clear he cannot go back to the United Party, so we know that. United Party out. Even if United Party enter the runoff or enter a runoff with any other person, the ALP will prefer supporting that person than the United Party. He said it clear. He Benayoun say they cannot go back to the United Party. You heard him. He said if the party want to go back to the United Party, but Benayoun will not go. And you heard what they actually noise in the background. Everybody, which means they agreed with him that they cannot go back to the United Party. So the United Party is out of this. The United Party is out of this. The United Party is out of this. And the ALP is heading toward the CDC. You will say Konah Rufus said it on his show. Alright? ALP will end up with the CDC. Thomas Tendi, he said, good afternoon. I'm watching from an Konah Morris farm. Thank you, my brother Thomas Tendi. Thanks for joining us. Help us to share the live video. The thing is clear that the ALP is heading toward the CDC. So he did not say no, we are not. So let us look at the allegation level against the United Party. He said United Party took 4 of their strong members, people that they nurture, that should have run on their party ticket. And hopefully they might have brought result to them. He said United Party took those 4 persons. He was not able to name those 4 persons, but he said it took them. But the thing is, are those 4 persons kids? Are they kids? So the idea where Mr. is not coming, Mr. Benayoun wants to blame the United Party because of their members, leaving them to go to the United Party. I don't think that one can hold me. Oh yeah, I just don't think that. And Thomas said, say, we will welcome ALP to the CDC. The CDC people, these are things that the CDC people love to see. These are things that the CDC people love. Definitely, these are things that I love to see. So, my brother Thomas is happy. He said they will welcome the ALP. But for Mr. Benayoun to blame the United Party for taking their members, trust me, I don't think that one can hold water in our Liberian way. I don't think that one can hold water. Because he's actually 4, right? So these are 4 grown-up people. They do not know what's good for them. Is it a crime if ALP go to the CDC? We are Liberian, and it's the right of all Liberians to join whoever they want to join. Of course, as Godie Yondi Weli. No, we are not saying that it's not the right of the ALP to join the CDC. That's not what we are saying, right? What I'm saying here is the ALP have been one of those parties over the last 5 years who have been criticizing the CDC-led government, who have joined the United Party to criticize the CDC-led government. So now they are about to go to the CDC. The CDC that they were criticizing, the government that they criticized, the government was corrupt. The government, in fact, President Weah never knew what he was doing. They have said lots of things against the president and the government. But they are about to go join the CDC. So that's the contradiction that up to now, they are still finding a way how to come out and tell the Liberian people that they are going to join. And why they are going to join. Because after saying all of those things that they said against the CDC and the government, so today going back now, you should give us reason why you are going to join the CDC. You should give us reason today why you are going to join the CDC. So what is the reason that the ALP is going to give us? Are you going to tell us that because the United Party took 4 of your members, so you're going to join the CDC? Is that what you're going to tell us? Is that what you are going to tell us? So you are going to give us tangible reason, or are you going to tell us that the CDC-led government have done extremely well? They have been the best government in the history of Liberia. Like the way those decisions usually say. Politics is very much interesting. Our brother Willie say, I agree with you in this one, brother. Haha, they even said CDC was a criminal party. Of course, they said it. So today, they are not going back to the United Party. And the probability of them going to the CPP, the probability is high. So the small way we are seeing here is the CDC. But Mr. Beda, you and the ALP, they still jacking. The Costa gave you reason before Johnny UP. Oh man. Alvin Camera, thanks my brother, thanks for joining us. Costa told us, right? Costa told us that the CDC, because when see George Weah, when you were supporting George Weah, after some time, their relationship got sour. So he said the CDC was corrupt. So he believed that George was the papi, right? Mr. Bwaka. You even heard in 2017, right? Elections, where he said, Bedawe make sure Bedaru and Kojolo go. Right? We heard those things. And he supported Ome Bwaka in the second run, the runoff. He supported Ome Bwaka. So he said Ome Bwaka was the lesser evil to George Weah, according to him. So that's the reason why he supported oh my God. Sorry folks, sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry folks, sorry for the discussion. So that's the reason why he supported former vice president. Because according to him, the man was lesser evil, right? So I just thought to say that to you, my brother Alvin Kamara. So now, to say the United Party took 4 of your members, I think you should be blaming your members that left the party. But instead of you blaming the United Party, because your members are full grown up men. So if they were cajoled by the United Party, Everyone election coming, everyone looking for members. So if they were cajoled by the United Party, right? You expect the United Party, when they say we want to come and join the United Party, will say no. Trust me, if you say you will not do it. Even today, the CDC, the Coalition for Democratic Change, right? People are leaving, going to join the Congress for Democratic Change, specifically the Congress for Democratic Change. Yeah, because of those people who want to make their individual party much stronger. The politics. So why you cannot blame your members for leaving the party to go join the Unity Party? But you want to blame the Unity Party? No, that one I disagree. I want to get hold water in our library way. They can't hold water. I think the main reason here is the way the vast tenor bearership thing were handled. I think that's the main reason why the ALP is leaving the Unity Party. That's the main reason why Mr. Bernard Yue say he cannot support the Unity Party. That is the real reason. But to come out to say because they took 4 of your members, not true. It cannot be the reason because you should be blaming your members. You should blame your members. But instead, why you want to blame the Unity Party for? But that's politics for us, folks. This is Liberia. And that is the reason we, the voters, we need to be very much careful or else we will make the worst mistake. If we just say anywhere the political party go, we'll run behind it. Say I'm a political party, anywhere they go, I'll run behind it, no problem. But right now, many of us, if you ask me, many of us, those of you that are members of other political parties, who take out the political party garment a bit, analyze these candidates from representative to the presidential candidates. Analyze them, look at their platform, study them, look at their past history, and make a decision. And make your decision. Like I was saying yesterday, right? These elections is about the future of the next generation. It's about the future of the next generation. So for Mr. Bernard Yue to come out and say, oh, because they took 4 of his members, but you don't pay fee for that. Because Mr. Bernard make it clear. They would, in fact, they said they would teach the other party sense. So Mr. Bernard Yue is even willing to support a possible Lucifer than to support the United Party. That's not why he said I'm saying that. Right? It shows that he's willing to, if Lucifer was in these elections, to vote for Lucifer than to vote for the United Party. Or to support the United Party. That's what Mr. Bernard Yue, that's what I believe he means. Because he said he cannot. If the party want to go back to the United Party, okay, but he, Mr. Bernard Yue, cannot go back to the United Party. He said any party that the ALP wants to support in this election is willing to go with a force. We were hearing some speculations too of I got the LPP, right? We got that information too. But after some time, it went down the drain. It's the CDC that is all in the sky now, right? People saying, oh, ALP going to the CDC. And for me, I believe that the ALP, headed by Mr. Bernard Yue, is definitely headed to the CDC. I believe that. From the look of things, that's the reason why in recent time I've been trying to get in touch with my souls in the ALP. But my souls too, they be very much careful. Because as soon as they tell me I'll count the issue, I will tell you. They know that as soon as they tell me, right? So right now, they're being very careful yet. They're being very careful. But for me, I believe that the ARP is headed to the CDC. So folks, mark today's date. Today is the 21st of July 2023, mark today's date. Mark today's date. The ARP is headed to the CDC. That's why Mr. Bella you say Jackie to say. They say Jackie to say, but watch out. They will definitely support the CDC. Because for me, if Mr. Benayure wasn't going to take the CPP, the step about the CPP to court, right? Definitely, the CPP were going to be another option. But for that issue that happened with the court, the disagreement that is between them now, they cannot support. They cannot support the CPP. Because even if they go into that negotiation, they go support the CPP. There are people in the CPP that won't be happy, and there are people in the ARP that won't be happy. They will not want to support the CPP. So the easy riot, the clear path here is the CDC, headed by President Dr. George Manewia. So let the ARP come out and tell us, oh, we are going to the CDC. Well, nobody going to have money. Henry Costa said lots of things against the United Party. And at the end, he supported the United Party. He supported the United Party. We saw PRP, they criticized the CDC. At the end of the day, what happened? They both supported the CDC. They supported the CDC. Lots of other opposition political parties, they criticized the CDC, but totally when they joined the CDC, that's their decision. But for Mr. Bedayue and he likes to be, they acting like they want to say it, they do not want to say it. We already know that they are headed to the CDC. So Mr. Bedayue say if he wants to meet President Weah, or he wants to have a meeting with the CDC, definitely he will march to President Weah Hall and tell the secretary, say, hey, tell the president I'm here. You see, the president is a little brother. So if you see the man describing the president as a little brother, it means that definitely they are headed. Yaka. La brain politicians. La brain politicians. Okay, Toby Wilson says, so why they cannot support the CPP too? I'm saying the probability, right, of the ARP supporting the CPP, the probability is very much high. It's difficult. It's very much difficult because of the disagreement, especially where Mr. Benayure. Here goes I say Mr. Benayure was used. So let's agree that he was used. So allowing himself being used by the United Party to drag Mr. Cummings to court for criminal offense. Where Mr. Alexander Cummings, rather, where Mr. Alexander Cummings should have been placed behind bar. For this man, I call him Benayure to go and support the CPP again. And mind you, listen to the clip of Henry Costa. Henry Costa did not say that dragging Mr. Cummings to court was force, right? Was based on falsehood. No. He said they observed and they saw that the CPP framework was tampered with. So Baka influenced, Mr. Baka and the party influenced the ARP and Mr. Ure to drag Cummings to court. So they believe that indeed the CPP framework was tampered with. The Holy Constant, they believe it was tampered with. So for them to still be having that notion that indeed it was tampered with and to go and support, and they know that the person, according to them, the person that tampered with it, to go and support that particular person in this election, I've not seen the probability. My brother Toby was saying, I've not seen the probability. I believe it will be very much difficult. And the easy path here I'm seeing is the CDC. The easy path is the CDC. That's why the people say checking to can't tell us. The people say checking to tell us. But the people there is a saying our librarian will say, I don't care how the dead body die feel, they will still bury it. what my brother told me was he said again. He said, okay, yes, after they said a lot about the UP and the CDC and still supported them, then why not CPP? No, saying something without proof, right? Alleging without proof, without taking someone to court, are two different things. But in the instance we're talking about here, they took Mr. Cummings to court. They dragged him to court. He was to go beyond bar. And he was not going to file for bail. He was to go beyond bar. And they still believe that indeed the framework was tampered with. They still believe the framework was tampered with. So with that notion that indeed Mr. Cummings is a criminal, because say the man first the document that criminal act. So having that belief that this man is a criminal to go and support that man, who can do that? If they were going to say, oh, the Unity Party pushed for the ARP to drag Mr. Cummings to court, and they never had the facts that Mr. Cummings forged the document, then you could say, yeah, they can go and join. But they still believe that it was fraud. They still believe that that Mr. Cummings is a criminal. So to go and support that criminal, now, I'm not seeing it. The person I'm seeing here, the party I'm seeing the ARP going to is the CDC. So you might agree with me or not. You might agree with me or not, but I believe that they will go to the CDC. Mark today's date. In a few weeks' time, we will hear it. We will hear that ARP is headed toward the CDC. And Mr. You are already making it clear to us that the president is a little brother. So the president is a little brother. So for some of us, we never knew. And today, that from yesterday, we got to know that, oh yes, indeed, the president is a little brother to Mr. Beda Yuri. Politicians. So folks, don't be fooled. The ARP followers, if you are a follower of ARP, if you're watching us, you are a follower of ARP, don't be fooled. The party is headed to the CDC. So they leave with you not to make a decision. Maybe when you think it is a good decision, like the way the CDC people are saying they will welcome the ARP. They are prepared to welcome the ARP, to open their arms to the ARP. So hopefully maybe you support that idea. Then you people can go. If you do not support, then you need to make a determination. Either you support the United Party or you support any other opposition political party. The LPP, Liberian People Party. We have the Liberian National Union of Tata Clarence K. Moniba. We have the MPC of Simeon Freeman. The Movement for Progressive Change. All those opposition political parties. You can say, oh, I'll go support any of those parties. If you do not want to follow your party to the CDC, but for what I know and for what I'm seeing, CDC is going to get the support of the All Liberian Party. Definitely are going to get the support of the All Liberian Party. That's what I say. And mark it for today. So let me take this very short break. When I come back, I'll bring our second talking point. Right? Let me take this very short break and come back, bring our second talking point.
They're giving the candidate there gobble to wear because they can sleep. Go!
Okay, thank you, thank you. I guess you are getting me now. I guess you are getting. So you see, ARP don't know where to go because they have created a lot of political enemies for themselves through the mouth of Henry Costa. They need to chill instead of talking too many things about the same people they once celebrated around here. Yeah, that's politics, right? That's politics. If when you are supporting this person, you will say all of the best thing about that person. That's the issue of those politicians. That is the thing about politicians. But when you are not supporting them again, then that person becomes the worst thing. They say they happen with the CDC and the MDR. When Mr. Prince Johnson and the MDR were supporting the CDC said the best of things. And United Party people were criticizing Mr. Prince Johnson, criticizing the CDC for Prince Johnson being with them, calling all stuff on it. Today, Prince Johnson is with the United Party. The MTI is with the United Party. CDCs are doing the opposite. The man is a warlord. The man is sanctioned by the US. All of those adjectives, they are describing him. In fact, they call the vast bearer of the United Party, right? A Boyo man. Yeah, like we call it Boyo man. They say the man, they make a say human part. So all of those things, when the man was supported there, they never knew the man was Boyo man. They know the man was used to sell human part. But today, because the man is with the United Party, so they are saying all kinds of things. So that's politics. So let me say, yeah, my brother thanks, my brother Eddie Guanukan, thanks a lot for joining us. So like I was saying about the Unity Party, that's their new headquarters. So I just thought to show it. Probably you have not seen it or you did not hear about it, but the Unity Party has new headquarters, and the standard bearer of the Unity Party, former Vice President Joseph Newman Baka, is heading toward the United States of America. And according to the press release, he's going to make 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. He's going to attend some other activities. So we hope that the issue of Mr. Baka, the issue of that, oh my God. Okay, thanks. The issue that Mr. Baka and the other party are about to go to court, or they're going to drag them to court. No, that one been placed under the carpet, right? Because the people have new party headquarters. But this is something that I want us to talk to. I want us to look at rather.
When you can pray enough, take your burden to jail. Why worry about
So that's the issue of drugs, right? That's the issue of drugs. Yeah, the Garden State will be discussing politics. But Toby Wilson said Mr. Cummings will accept them if they do choose. Okay, let me. Mr. Cummings will accept them if they do choose to go to the CP because Mr. Cummings is. Oh my God. Mr. Cummings is a great leader that does not take things personal and very mature in leadership. Okay, so I think they should go to the CPP. All right, my brother. Like what you say? Okay, then Mr. Eddie Ganuka, he said JMB, Bena Ure, Henry Costa, and others don't have any good plans for this country. It's just about their self-aggrandizement. Of course, of course. Some of those politicians, they just, they after what, and that's the reason why we Liberians, we need to be very, very much careful. Before we come to our second talking point, right? That's the reason why this election, we need to look between the lines. We should not just vote because we are seeing a crowd. There's some people that say, oh, I want to support my vote. So they play, I see the crowd, where I will go. I do not want to support my vote. If the person with the least number of supporters, if that person have the idea to change this country, is the best person suited to change this country, I will support that person. That's my belief. Instead of me going to where the crowd is, because it's not every time that the majority can be right. It is not every time that the majority can be right. So if the person with the least support in terms of population, in terms of fan base, the person with the least support, if that person have the idea, the person is the person best suited for the transformation of Liberia, I would prefer supporting that person. I would prefer supporting that person. So we Liberians, we need to look between the sticks. Look at the record of those politicians. Look at their platform. Look at what they are saying, how they intend to implement those things on their platform. And let us look at the probability of it happening, because some they say, I'll do that, I'll do it this way. But the probability might be difficult. The probability might seem impossible. So you look at the probability, if it is possible that that person do it in maybe the 6 years or the 3 years or the 100 years they will promise. You look at it. That is what we Liberians, we should do. Don't just support someone. Some of you, you're already seditious. Some of you are already the partisans. Some of you are already a supporter of the CPP, the ALP. You already support. You have your party. But for me, I believe I will look at the record of all of those guys. Look at their platform. Because we should not just vote because we feel like voting. Oh yeah, so probably someone will say, oh, we are the worst person. Yeah. So same way, so where is the worst person? Then let us look for the best person that we can put there. We should not just put it there because we just want to change who we are. No. So we go for the best person. So that's the reason why you have to look at all of those candidates, right? Look at those candidates. What best I got it? Who is the best person? Who have the best platform? Who have the easier way, right? To solving Liberia problem. How in which those people say they want to solve Liberia problem? How? Is it possible? The way they are telling you, is it possible that it happened that way? Is it possible that it worked in 3 years, in 6 years, in 100 days? Is it possible? These are things that we should look at. And I believe when you do that, you will get the best. Mr. Konah said, who do you think is the best currently? Yeah. For now, right? I cannot tell you who is the best. I will not tell you who is the best. But I'm going to tell you how to get your candidate support. Mr. Tobe said, yeah, I was just about to ask you that because you articulate the issue well. Yeah, my brother. No, I won't tell you say this candidate is the best. Listen, for us as media practitioner, we will only open your mind, right, and allow you to do your voting, to make your decision. We will only allow you to make your decision, but we will not tell you say vote this person. No, it's not our. That's why every candidate on this program they hard talk, right? On this program they hard talk. Every candidate will make sure that we bring you on this platform. We don't have to bring it in person. We will look at your platform. We'll discuss your platform right here and leave it with the Liberians so that they will make a decision. If you do any black deity, we will bring it out. We will definitely bring it out. If you corrupt and we know you corrupt, we have those facts, we will say that you are corrupt. We'll say that you are corrupt. When you do the best thing, we'll tell you that it is the best. That's what we do. So we say yes, answer that too. How can I answer yeah? Don't put me in situation, I get here no. Okay. But I beg us, let us go to our next talking point, right? Let us go to our next talking point. Let me play this video again. I want you to see it. So that is our young brothers. That is our young brothers. That is just a short video from our young brothers. Those guys that take in the illicit drugs. And I get those of you out there watching us, you know, right? How the issue of illicit drugs, how it is gradually destroying the country. It is gradually destroying the country. The young people of every country are the future of that country. The young people of every country, they are the future of that country. That is the reason why every country should prioritize their young people. They should prioritize the education of the young people. They should prioritize the future of the young people. But in Liberia, Liberia's future is gradually being destroyed. Liberia's future is gradually being destroyed. Liberia's future is gradually being destroyed. I live in a politics now, so I live in politics, so everybody people dropping. Liberian politics, you know. Yeah, but this is very much serious to us. For me, this is serious. It's even serious more than the politics. Because when one person in your community is being carried away by illicit drugs, right, that entire community is under threat. That entire community is under threat. So we say, seriously, brother, thanks for discussing it or for breaking it up. It is so heartbreaking. Yeah, my brother, this is very much heartbreaking. Every community you enter in right now, the issue of drugs have taken over every part of Liberia. every part of Liberia. And this is very much serious. We Liberians, we need to take it very much serious. And this it rests on the shoulder of three group of people. It rests on the shoulder of three group of people. One, the family. Two, the community. Three, and the government. When these three group of people can take illicit drugs as a national emergency, trust me, this thing will be eradicated. But we are sitting in Liberia, we are looking at everyone acting as if to say they are not seeing what is happening to the country's future. Everyone is acting as if to say they are not seeing what is happening to the country's future. And this is very much alarming. The issue of illicit drugs have taken over this country. This is the time that family, those of you that are watching me right now, you that are family heads, you need to monitor your family, monitor your children, monitor the movement of your children, monitor the movement of your husband, monitor the movement of your wife. Because everyone is involved into this now. The only way that this particular thing can be handled, if we start handling from every sector, the family handling it, the community handling it, and the government handling it. But everyone acting as if to say they are not seeing what is happening. I told someone, in 5 to 10 years from now, Liberia will have no future. We will have social drugs dealer in government. We will have social drug dealer in the private sector. In every sector of the country, we will have social drugs dealer. And this is very much important. I believe this is even important more than me supporting any candidate. Important more than any other thing. Liberians, family heads, stop allowing. Some of you just allow your children when you leave the home. You don't call your children, you don't go back home. Probably maybe you're going to work, right? And you do not have the time. That's good. But at least try to check on your children. When you come home, let your interact with your children. But I know family in Liberia who sometimes can make more than a week. They can talk to their children. It's not because they call us people for their children, because they feel that they are going to them the very basic. They do not know what is happening to their children. So whether they can go to school, you don't know. Whether the children are sporting, you don't know. So you're looking for the money too much, then your children are spoiling. The family. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of your family. Do not allow the family to be vulnerable. Especially fathers. Do not allow your family to be vulnerable. Check on your family. When you come home, interact with them. Ask your children, how is the school? Your child can be 12, you ask them, how was the school? In university, they ask them, how was the school? What are you people learning today? Don't say, the man are man enough now. He can do things by himself. He can make decisions for himself. Ask him, check on him, interact with him. When you do that, trust me, I believe it will be difficult for the children, because when the children going astray, you will you will notice it. And when you notice it, I guess you will not just sit and allow it. But many of the young people in the street today, that are taking these drugs. Yeah, most of them, their family, and we're not checking on them. Their family was just, they just allowed them to do some things on their own. Say, oh, yeah, they made a man and say, man, graduate from high school, man, in university, or man is in college, so he can decide things for himself. The girl can decide things for herself. She know what best for her. So you don't care. And this is bad. It will lead the children astray. That's the first one there. That's the first part. The family. The next thing is the community. Some of us, we say we're scared. Hey, the children get on the community, but we say we're scared. Anybody do that and actually they count on you. So everyone sitting in the community acting as if to say they don't know what's happening. They have ghettos upon ghettos in the community. The children invite those guys are inviting their members. They are inviting their colleagues. The community is getting crowded with zogos, but yet the community is sitting acting as if to say they don't know what is happening. Listen, when a ghetto is in the community, it is the bound duty of the community to make sure that ghetto is get rid of. Call the police, call the DA. If possible, the community themselves. You don't have to hurt people. Many of our brothers and sisters, they are not living better in Google. They don't ghetto, they are not Google. Some of them are just mass, not zing. Don't hurt them, right? No one says you should go and hurt them. No one says you should. But if it's possible, you break down that building. If government does not want to intervene. If it's possible, you break down the building. The zinc roller there, the marana there, you break it down. When you're doing that, those people will not be in the street. They'll not go live. I got it. Outside clear area. They're all looking for something like shelter. So if you're breaking it down, they will find another area to go. When every community is doing it, definitely they will go back home. So when they go back home, it is the responsibility of the government and the family. But the reason why these guys are in the community getting plenty because they have their entire apartment. Probably maybe they have some kind of zinc around there, or they have some kind of. Let me put this light on. Thank you. Probably maybe they have some kind of zinc or mat around there. Everyone just there. They're taking it in there, so no one cares. No one cares. The community is acting after say that they don't know what is happening. And this is very much important, folks. That the community take charge. The community leaders, they need to work. Community members, they need to work on this. They should not sit and just allow things happen in the community. Say because they are afraid of God, the people they will attack you. 20% attack whole community. Not true. The community themselves need to rise up to the occasion. But Liberia is turning into something else. Sometimes road can become you do road everybody anyhow. Everybody if to say they ain't hearing you. First it wasn't like that. Probably maybe of the Mali war. Hopefully, maybe that's the reason. So everyone minding their business. You mind your business, your family is not safe. It's not because your children are not involved into it. So you say you mind your business. When you mind your business, the family is not safe. Because guess what? Those guys in the community there are smoking. Those guys are taking that drugs. They will definitely, when you get your computer, your phone, they will attack you for it. When you get your money, they will attack you for it. And your children are risks. Because it's possible they might initiate your children into it. So that's what the community need to take action. Not to protect those illicit drugs dealers. Stop protecting them. But the community protecting those people. Those people are selling drugs in the community. But the community acting out to say they don't know what is happening. Besides those protecting it, it's in the community that is being sold. But people doing nothing about it. The entire community, they are keeping mute. And this is wrong.